أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. So inshallah we are going to learn about a new topic today, and the topic is Byan. Bayan. So before we do this, before we start learning about Atf Bayan, what it means and how it is used in Quran, I just wanted to revise just briefly what we learned yesterday. Yesterday we learned about Al-Badal. So I will just maybe spend a few minutes, inshallah, to revise it because it is related to it. So just to refresh your memories on what we learned yesterday. And what I did was, since yesterday, I have made minor changes to the definition of al-badal, because I thought after teaching yesterday, I felt like this definition I had was a little deficient. So I think I have made some improvements to it to make it more clear what really the badal is. And it is necessary that we revise it before we go to today's topic, just to refresh our memories. Anyway, what is al-badal? So if you see an ism following another ism, so there is an ism and then it is follows another ism. So there are two isms. And the first ism is providing the initial or introductory information. And second ism about the second ism. The first ism is paving the ground. It's like tamheed. It's like providing initial information about the second ism, and both of them match in status. Like both of them are rafa, both of them are nasab, or both of them are jar, in jar status. So their status matches, and the first ism provides the initial information or introductory information about the second ism. Then the first ism is called mubdal minhu and the second ism is called badal. And when the speaker or the writer is saying this sentence containing these two, actually he has always in mind the badal. When he was even saying the mubdal minhu, he means the badal, he or she, uh, when he or she is saying mubdal minhu. For example, when I say ustaz, so ustaz is the first ism. It provides the initial or introductory information about the second ism, which is Abdul Khalik. So ustaz is what? The first ism. Abdul Khalik is the second ism. So ustaz will be mubdal minhu and Abdul Khalik will be badal. But when even I was saying ustaz, what I had in mind, because you could, when I say ustaz, you don't know what I'm gonna say next. Is it Abdul Khalik or Akhtar? But I already know, because I am the speaker, I have in mind already what I'm gonna say. So when I'm saying ustaz, I'm already meaning Abdul Khalik. Or if I'm saying ustaz, I meant to meaning Abdul Akhtar if I meant to say this. So the speaker or the writer already have in their mind badal when they are saying actually the mubdal minhu, because this is they mean badal when they are actually saying mubdal minhu already in their mind. Okay. And for example, we say the first example I will go over just to refresh, like using an actual example. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. وإذ قال إبراهيم لأبيه آزر. And when Ibrahim said to his father Azar. So the writer here or the speaker saying that Ibrahim alayhi salam said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying to his father. So this is the introductory information, the initial information about who? About Azar. So Abihi is the first ism, it is Mubdal minhu, and Azar is the second ism, which is Badal. And when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was saying Abihi, he actually already meant to say, it was already in the intention to say Azar. So this is Badal. Azar is Badal. And Abihi is Mubdal minhu. And then we talked about the different types of Badal, Badlul Kul, Badlul Ba'd, Badlul Ishtimal, and Badlul Ghalat. I won't go into those types to save time. So this is like brief revision of Badal, just to refresh our memories. So now I will go into today's topic. And today's topic is Ataf Bayan. Ataf Bayan means, Ataf means joining. And Bayan means a clear statement. Like this is used in Urdu also, Bayan. Like when we use the word Bayana, Bayina, right? Bayina, we say it's a clear sign or clear miraculous sign. So there's clarity in it. And Bayan is also means a clarity or a clarifying statement, a statement which is clear and it is clarifying something else, removing ambiguity, removing vagueness. It's a clear statement. So Ataf Bayan means joining of a Bayan, joining of a Bayan, joining of a clarity, joining of a statement which is making things clear. This is the meaning of Ataf Bayan. Now, we go into more detail. Again, like Badal, we will talk about two isms again. So Ataf Bayan is an ism which follows another ism. But it is not a sifa of the first ism. When you have two isms, the second ism could be sifa mawsuf, right? So second ism could be a sifa, but in this case, it is not a sifa and still serves one of the following functions. So the second ism is either an explanation or clarification. Okay, the second ism is not a sifa, but it is providing explanation or clarification. See, ataf bayan, clarification, exclusivity, makes something khas, makes something exclusive. This is what ataf bayan can do too. And number three, an ataf bayan, the second ism, when it comes, it removes vagueness. Izalatul ibham. It removes the ibham, any vagueness, non-clarity. It removes that too. So it explains. So ataf bayan, the second ism, explains or clarifies tabayyun or or creates exclusivity or removes vagueness. So let's talk about it with respect, with the help of examples. I will go to this remaining paragraph later, inshallah. So جعل الله الكعبة بيت الحرام قياما للناس. Should be قياما للناس. The typo here, I think. So Allah made the Kaaba al-Bayt al-Haram. Al-Bayt al-Haram means the sacred house. Qayaman, Qayaman linnas means of living for the people. Means of living for the people. Now, if you look at this, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that Allah made the Kaaba, and then Allah is explaining what really Kaaba means. Kaaba means Al Bayt al Haram, the sacred house. So Al Bayt al Haram is an explanation or clarification of what really it means by Kaaba. Most of the people will already know what Kaaba means. But if somebody doesn't know, then Allah has explained it in the subsequent ism. When this is Sifa Mawsuf, Al Bayt al Haram. Allah made the Kaaba, which yani, meaning to say Al Bayt al Haram. It's Qiyam, like there is a kasra under Qaf, so this is a typo. A standing place, meaning a means to live for the people. So Al Bayt al Harama is an ataf bayan of Al Kaaba, and it is it is performing the first function, explanation or clarification. Another example. وَآتَيْنَا عِيسَى ابْنَ مَرْيَمَ الْبَيِّنَاتِ, and we gave clear miraculous signs to Isa, son of Maryam. We gave Isa the clear miraculous signs. And who was Isa? Isa was the son of Maryam. Now, if Ibn Maryam wasn't there, it could be وَآتَيْنَا Isa al-Bayyinat, and we gave clear miraculous sign to Isa. So this will be all right. Most of the people already know what is meant by Isa, but somebody may not know. So Ibn Maryama is clarifying who Isa, which Isa? Isa ibn Maryam, son of Maryam. So it is providing an explanation or clarification. So Ibn Maryama will be ataf bayan, and Isa is the one who is being explained. So this is what ataf bayan is, and over in these two examples, it is providing explanation. Let's go to the third example. It's a long ayah. I wrote the whole ayah, or most of it actually, but it's the last part where we will focus. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu la taqtulu sayd. O people, O believers, do not kill the game. Don't kill the hunting animals. Wa antum hurum, while you are in the state of ihram. Like you have wore the ihram that you use to that you wear for Hajj. So this is Jumla Haliya. Jumla Ismiya being used as Jumla Haliya. وَمَنْ قَتَلَهُ مِنْكُمْ مُتَعَمِّدًا, and who kills it, like kills the animal. Like he's going for Hajj and wearing ihram, and then he kills the animal to eat, right? Intentionally. He hunts intentionally. Then فَجَزَاءٌ مِثْلُ مَا قَتَلَ مِنَ النَّعَمِ يَحْكُمُ بِهِ ذَوَا عَدْلٍ مِنْكُمْ هَدْيًا بَالِغَ الْكَعْبَةِ. So the compensation for that is, if you end up doing that intentionally, then the compensation is equivalent of what he killed from the cattle. And two just people, two just men will judge it. That is it equal or not? Is it similar to what was killed or not? And this sacrifice must reach Baligh al-Kaaba, must reach the Kaaba. Or kafaratun, a penalty. So if he cannot kill an animal equivalent to what he hunted intentionally while he was in the state of ihram, the other option is kafaratun, a penalty, ta'amu masakin. And what is the penalty? Ta'amu masakin, feeding the poor, food of the poor, meaning feeding of the poor people. So if it was only kafaratun, then it could be any kafara. But ta'amu masakina it is making it exclusive. exclusive. That kafara can only be what? Feeding the poor people. And then it goes on and gives other options. But over here in this part, it is making it exclusive. Kafara was if it was only mentioned, but ta'amu masakin make provided ikhtisas. It made it has. It uh, it created exclusivity. So ta'amu masakina is um, the ataf bayan, and kafaratun is what is being explained or clarified or made actually exclusive here. So this was the second purpose, serving the second purpose. And third one, حتى تأتيهم البينة, until the clear sign comes to them. رسول من الله يتلو صحفا مطهرة, a messenger from Allah who is reciting the purified scriptures. So al-bayyina, Allah said, until the clear sign comes to them. And what is meant by clear sign? Because some people may not know, or many people won't know what really means by clear sign here. Then Allah removed the vagueness, clarified it by saying Rasulun min Allah, a messenger from Allah. So a messenger, the word Rasul is atf bayan of the word al-bayyina. It is removing the vagueness. It is removing the vagueness, lack of clarity, and that is izalatul ibham, removing vagueness. Number 3. And last example, قالوا آمنا برب العالمين. They said, we believed with the Lord of all worlds, Lord of all nations, Rabbi Musa wa Harun, Lord of Musa and Harun. So Rabbi Musa wa Harun is removing any ibham, any vagueness. Because if somebody, when they said, these are the magicians, when they lost to Musa alayhi salam, this is what they said. They said, we believed in the Lord of all worlds, Lord of all nations. Somebody may have thought at this time, maybe they are saying we believe in the Lord of the same Lord which Pharaoh believed in. Or maybe they mean from Rab, they mean Pharaoh here. They said we believed in the Lord of the Alameen, and some may have thought maybe they mean the main Pharaoh here. So Allah clarified, and they clarified when they said it, that actually they mean Rabbi Musa wa Harun, not Pharaoh. So Rabbi Musa wa Harun is providing, is removing any vagueness or lack of clarity. So izalatul ibham. But if you remember, I use the same example, the last one, for badal also. It is used for badal also. I said this is badalul kul. Rabbi Rabbil Alameen is mubdal minhu, and Rabbi Musa wa Harun is badal. Now, I'm using the same example for atf bayan. So why is that? Why is that? And that is where the last paragraph, which I didn't read, comes in play. Many times it is very hard to differentiate between the badal and ataf bayan. Knowing the intention of the speaker or the writer is needed to differentiate between the two. Therefore, if the analysis and meaning are not corrupted, ataf bayan can also be called badal. They're very close. Ataf bayan and badal are very close. If to differentiate, actually, you have to know many times. You have to know the intention of the speaker. So I come back to the last example. So now it comes to the intention of the magicians when they said Rabbi Musa wa Harun, what their intention was. Did they say Rabbi Musa wa Harun because they thought that people may not understand what we said when we said Rabbi Musa, that what we really mean? If this is what was in their mind, and they said Rabbi Musa wa Harun to remove that vagueness, then it is out of Bayan. But if the magicians just said it, just as an equivalent to this, and they did not really think that people were confused and they were not clear, they just said it as another addition to their sentence, what they said before, then it is not out of Bayan, because it wasn't in their mind to provide explanation or vagueness or remove vagueness. They just provided some additional information which is badal and which was on their mind already. Then it will be badal. Otherwise, if you think they had in mind that Rabbil Alameen saying is not sufficient and they need to remove vagueness, then Rabbi Musa wa Harun is ataf bayan. So many times one expert will say, oh, this is badal. The other would say, no, it is ataf bayan. So people can have difference of opinion on this, and which is okay. But I just wanted to mention this because you may see somewhere this topic mentioned ataf bayan, and it is good to know that this is something that is discussed by scholars of grammar. And if you see the analysis of an ayah and you see this word ataf bayan, so at least you know what it really means. So that was the objective of this short lesson today. So if there are any questions, we can talk about that now.
Can I have a root word for ataf? Atafa.
Atafa, it is from Atif. You know the ism our Sheikh Atif. Atafa means to join. He joined. Atafa, probably yeah, Atufu, I'm not really sure what chapter it belongs to. But Atafa is the first word and Atf is the masdar.
Jazakallah.
Yeah. Like we have huruf of Ataf, like waw and fa and thumma. They are used to join the previous part to the next part. Like wa'atayna. This is harf ataf. This is harf ataf. But this we are talking about the ataf bayan, the joining clarity, joining of clarity. Looks like there is no question, so we can conclude this session. And Brother Abdul Khalik, you can, if you want to revise it now, it depends what you want to do now before the test today.